Hey folks, Quill18 here, bringing you another League of Legends commentary. This is going to be another third-party commentary. Someone sent me this video to do commentary on. I'm really appreciating that. Thanks a lot, guys. I've got quite a few actually kind of queued up here, and I've just been so behind on so many things, which is the only reason I haven't done them. I do intend to do probably all of these third-party commentaries that I have kicking around, just because I'm a big fan of that kind of stuff. So please, don't worry about it. I will get to them as soon as possible. So the person who sent this in, I believe his character name is something like Shasokaisel4. His YouTube username and the in-game name are pretty similar, but I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it, so apologize for that. Yeah, and he's sent in a Master Yi commentary, which is awesome. Oh, big fight coming up on top. Nice to actually almost... Oh, I was pretty close to a first blood going on already. And, wow, that Morgana looks freaking wicked. I guess that's the Fallen Angel type of skin. I don't think I've ever seen it in-game myself, and she just looks amazing. Good job on that Riot. So, bottom lane here, we've got Master Yi. He's going to be landing with a Kog'Maw. I like that combo a lot. You've got the melee, you've got the ranged. Although his ranged melee is pretty short, as I recall. But once he hits level 6 and he's got his ultimate, he's going to be applying a ton of pressure on the lane. And Master Yi, I think he's a really good laning champion, a good all-around champion. He really suffered for a while there, but some of the changes they did to him, a couple of months ago maybe, really helped out. And I'm not 100% sure when this video was recorded. Hopefully, it is the current version of Master Yi, with the changed passive. Because originally his passive was something like 10% chance of a double hit. Just kind of at random. Then they changed it so that it was every 7th hit was a double hit. So A, it happens more often, but B, it's much more reliable. I believe you can see, I can see the buff charging up on the bottom, so it's clearly that change, and you can use that to help you time your attacks. Wow, that's a different looking Blitzcrank too. It's possible that this guy just has some custom skins, and maybe that's what I'm seeing here, because that does not look like a Blitzcrank I'm used to seeing. It's just far too reddish. It could be the rusted skin, but I don't think so. So, because I've never done a Master Yi commentary, I suppose I should take a minute and just talk about his abilities just briefly. I mostly want to commentate rather than make this a tutorial style, but nothing much happens early on. So, yeah, I talked about his passive, and let me just pull up the names here so I get them right. His Q ability is an Alpha Strike. That's the thing everyone's quite familiar with seeing. It's where he sort of phases out and hits a whole bunch of targets one right after another. Oh, a grab by Blitzcrank there! Is that going to get him? No, he is able to escape there, but he took a ton of damage. You still got the Twitch damage ticking away, and that is a dangerous lane combination. Blitzcrank and Twitch. Now, low-level Twitch is... Oh, that looks like he just went invisible. And that's what you got to worry about here when you're low in health. You don't know when Twitch might pop out on you. And there's a grab possibility here if they're not careful. What is going on? Yeah, it looks like Twitch is going in for the move, and we get a punch, a grab. Oh, wow, they end up turning that around and getting Twitch instead of being killed by it. I'm surprised that we didn't see a grab from Blitzcrank. I'm not sure what was going on there. This may not be terribly high-level play. I don't know. It's really hard to read that because you never know how things are going or what decisions are going on in people's mind. But the Blitz had lots of mana, and I'm really surprised we didn't see much coming out of him there. I would have thought a grab out of position early on. Like, clearly once the battle was joined, he started to use his abilities. But I don't know. Pull someone away from the tower, do something? Very confused about that. Alright, let's try to go back to his abilities really quick. Yeah, the Alpha Strike hits a bunch of stuff, hits up to 4 enemies, does a bunch of magic damage to each one, starts off at 100, and then scales up. And it actually scales up decently with AP. It's got a 1-to-1 AP ratio, which is why I'm actually seeing a fair number of AP Master Yi builds these days. Not that he's a super popular character in the higher levels of play, but it's a neat idea because it does allow his Alpha Strike to nuke for tons of damage. And does give him excellent AoE capability later on when you get into the group fight mode. Helps you farm early on, and also helps with his meditate ability, which is his W, his second power. Which, whoa, failed grab there. And Twitch is, I think Twitch is doing a, oh no, that's bad. Get out of there, get out of there. Both people, Twitch is getting pounded. Master Yi almost goes down to the poison. That's pretty bad. But I was about to say that Twitch seems to be pretty good at exploiting openings. And like that last time, instead of Twitch dying, I'm pretty sure, I just feel like if Blitzcrank had played that differently, it would have turned into 1 or 2 kills for the enemy team rather than just having Twitch die. So we're going to see how this works out. Unfortunately, Twitch is one of those characters where he really needs to start getting early ganks. He's not that much of a farmer, I feel like, and you know, you really, wow, that Blitz has got to be very careful there. Yeah, Twitch has got to get some of those early kills early on to just keep the steamroll going. If he doesn't get started, if he doesn't turn into a threat one-on-one, then really all his abilities get, you know, just they're removed because he's not that amazing in a team fight. Yes, his ultimate does a lot of AoE damage, but that Kog'Maw, I don't know what's going on down there. Maybe, you know, Twitch and everything are being pulled out of position, but he's got to be careful there because, okay, Twitch is accounted for, but if Twitch had gone in Viz, there would definitely be a possibility for a kill there. Now, Mastery's hanging out in the bushes. They may not be aware that he's around, so depending on how coordinated they are, they may sort of encourage Kog'Maw to stay out of position here, although he could get grabbed so easily. So easily. Now, that Blitz is going to get crushed here, but yeah, if they scooch forward, if they don't know that Master Yi is there, they could definitely get caught off guard. So it looks like Master Yi is going with a crit build. Which, again, I don't have a lot of experience with Master Yi, so I don't know what builds are most common or what, but it's very interesting. Looks like he's completed an Avarice Blade, just based on the low-res picture here. I wasn't paying attention to the shop. Oh, there's the grab! But luckily, Master Yi is able to react quickly enough, saves Kog'Maw by forcing Blitz to start running away, but that is not enough. Blitz dies. In fact, I think that it's one of those situations, sometimes you got to make the call that you're sure you're going to die, so you just got to stay in there, hopefully get a kill if you get lucky, or even if you don't get a kill, I hope you just inflict a little bit of damage and at least, you know, give the other team a hard time. That was really, really nicely done there as a way to counter that grab. Awesome. So yeah, it looks like he's Avarice Blade, and he's getting a second Brawler's Glove, so he may be stacking Avarice Blades, which is something I see on physical carries from time to time. Like, I have seen a build similar to that on Twitch, which seems to work pretty well, Gangplank as well. I don't know what these guys are getting for runes. A lot of times people get crit damage runes and then get a bunch of crit strike items, but on the other hand, you could just go with, you know, anything. Armor penetration, that works fine. Even more crit chance is fine, because as long as you don't, you know, for some reason assemble some sort of build where you're effectively at over 100% crit chance, then that would be a waste. But I think, you know, for the gold, the crit chance runes are pretty good. Oh, nice hit there. Oh, he's going to get grabbed into the tower, definitely going down. That turned out very, very poorly. The Alpha Strike kept him near the enemy tower and put him within grab range. So I'm not sure if, you know, it's just an ill-advised time to do Alpha Strike. And I also know that when you do Alpha Strike, I think it ends you back next to the first target you hit. So depending on how you are using it, and again, you know, I'm not a Master Yi expert, so please feel free to correct me in the comments below. But, you know, maybe this sort of thing, you want to make sure that you first target a minion, and even if there's not a 100% chance that you will hit the enemy champion with it, it can be safer because it'll put you back towards the minion and not... Whoa! Nice flash from Kog'Maw there. I'm pretty sure that saved him. He's turning around. This is a nice aggressive play here, but he does not have enough to defeat Twitch, and wisely backs all the way up to his tower, especially with that poison ticking away. Last ability, or I guess I didn't even talk about the Meditate. Master Yi has a Meditate ability. He turns that on, and he channels, over 5 seconds, a heal on himself. He regenerates some amount of health that does scale up with AP. In fact, it has a better than 1-to-1 ratio. It's 1.65 health per AP, so very good. And while you're channeling it, you get a considerable amount of armor and MR. It starts at 100 armor and magic resist, and it goes all the way up to 300 once you get to rank number 5. So you are very, very unkillable with that on. Ooh, nice attempt at a grab by Blitzcrank there, but it does miss. It might have meant the death of Kog'Maw, but frankly, I just think Blitz was way too out of position there, and if a fight had started, he might have just died because Twitch was so out of the way. I'd like to see Twitch's item. I'll have to pay attention if they click on him, because Twitch does not have a lot of health, which is pretty standard. A lot of people build Twitch to be pretty squishy, because you can use your stealth to do just, you know, play on surprise and try not to make yourself a target, and just build up your damage. Oh, I can see that Master Yi has finished the second Avarice Blade. He does have his boots 1. So, very nice build there. Clearly, this is the time to start getting boots. And the big question is he going to continue to stack Avarice Blades? And some people do, all the way up to maybe like 4 of them. Or is his next big item going to be an Infinity Edge, which, with a heavy crit build, the Infinity Edge is required. You absolutely have to invest in that to make it worthwhile. It is very expensive, but that is the sort of thing with Master Yi. He does tend to be a later game hero because he doesn't have sort of CC. He's not usually able to get those level 1 ganks, or not level 1, but low-level ganks, unless he has a partner who can really trap someone. But Master Yi can farm exceptionally well with his Alpha Strike, keep himself in the lane forever because of his Meditate, and then farm up the money for a big item, and then he just starts to crush people with raw damage. Oh, he just barely catches Kog'Maw, and I think Kog'Maw's going to be able to get away, but it's pretty low. Luckily, there's no one there to assist Blitz, but that was exceptionally close. One extra auto attack, and that probably would have been it. The final basic ability of Master Yi is his Wuju style, which just passively increases his damage by a certain amount. And if you use the active, it increases the bonus damage. I guess it doubles it, yeah, for that amount of time. So it just makes Master Yi much harder hitting. And interestingly, that does scale nicely with attack speed. Oh, Twitch trying to get an ambush there, but oh, you do want to get out of there quick because you're going to get punched and grabbed. What, no punch? What is this Blitzcrank doing? Well, there's the grab. I did not see a Power Fist go off at any point, and I am really surprised there. Rocket grab, yes. Power Fist, I didn't see him get knocked up. What was going on? Maybe he had just used it on a minion and it was on cooldown. I suppose that's entirely possible, but I mean, you definitely want to save it if you've got an opportunity there. So currently our Master Yi is going 2-2. It's just not the sort of thing you want to see on Master Yi because you're losing a lot of farming and XP time. In my opinion, I think you want to play a little bit more cautiously early on. But again, I'm not a Master Yi expert, so what do I know? So he's picked up his Berserker Greaves now, which is obviously a very strong item for him. Like I was saying, the attack speed does scale up really nicely with the Wuju style, and just his general very hard-hitting in nature. I believe attack speed, gold point, dollar for dollar. You get more damage added by increasing your attack speed than with most other stats. I mean, with anything else, they do rely on each other. If you were going pure attack speed, well, at some point, there's going to be oh, it could be a grab coming up here. Nope, guess not. Blitzcrank. Oh, he's low on mana, I guess. But yeah, at a certain point, you might have so much attack speed and such a low attack damage that your best way to increase your overall damage will be to get some extra attack damage or crit, because again, that's the same relationship there between attack damage and crit. Nice, Akali coming in from the side, flanking Blitzcrank and taking him out before he can almost react at all. Like, he just turned around to start running away, and he just gets exterminated. Akali was going in the middle, so she's level 9. She's a little bit higher than everyone else. Yi is 7. Looks like Kog'Maw is 8. Twitch is 7. Now, he's defending the tower there, forcing people back. And because of the lack of friendly minions, they are definitely going to have to back up there. But we're definitely getting to the point where there's some decent damage being applied on the enemy minions. The farming's going very quick. I don't know what level his Alpha Strike is. But between him and Kog'Maw, who Kog'Maw has a good amount of AoE as well, they're able to keep this minion wave down quite a bit. And wow, Twitch has got to be extremely careful there. Kog'Maw with his ultimate is picking away at his health and has got him to maybe 1 or 2 bars. So I would say under 200 hit points. Very nice job by Kog'Maw keeping him away. And that's the thing with Twitch. To protect yourself against his attacks, the best way to do it is just to keep his health low. Eve is the same way. They're both very squishy characters. Every time you get a chance to just tap them a little bit, you will prevent them from being able to go in for the gank, because while they do hit very hard, if their health is naturally very low. Nice grab on Kog'Maw there. We're going to get a Power Fist, but we're not going to be able to combo that into anything. Still, it's a nice harass. Well done there. And I would like to see Blitzcrank's items. Not yet a master of, the full screen awareness in doing these replays, or even when I'm playing myself, watching the minimap, watching the action, not missing a move, and also catching what the enemy items are, and also what we are packing here. I didn't even notice Master Yi is rocking. Oh, that Kog'Maw's got to be really careful there. There's Twitch coming in as well. Now, Kog'Maw, I think, is going to be safe unless there's a follow-up grab. Whoa, that is close stuff. Master Yi is trying to get a little bit of harass on Blitzcrank, as if to say, get the hell away from my buddy. But that was actually very close. If Twitch had slightly more movement rate there, I think that would have been very dangerous, because he could have gotten off. Just maybe one hit on Kog'Maw might have been enough, especially if you combo that into a slow. I don't know. Jeez. Kog'Maw's got to be really careful here. Twitch could be anywhere. And I don't know if anyone...